joined the engineering fraternity by accident. I wanted to be either an accountant or computer engineers. However, now that I'm here, I wouldn't change it for the world, because being an engineer helped me to be very clear on things, structured, and always look at the end result, meaning to say it is outcome based. During my undergraduate, that was just getting a degree. But along the way, when I joined the university that gave me assignment during my final year, I realized that an engineering program made you think a lot, made you, for me, I'm an outdoor person, so I like to do things basically skill-based. When I was in the lab and all that made me realize that I like engineering very much. You tend to be very deep in doing things, meaning to say sometimes you have to go into microscopic level. But sometimes it's not good as well, because when you're too focused, then you forget the bigger picture. But where I am now, and along the way, the journey that I went through, it helped me to be able to go very deep and also to look at the bigger picture at a macro level. My experience as engineer in JKR, engineer in US, we had to do things that are not ordinary. For example, in one case, I had to do a survey in a lake, so with boat and all that. And another incident, when I was in US as an engineer, I had to do a land survey, about 50-acre survey. And I had to work with a young junior officer, a land surveyor, about 17, 18 years old. And he left a plum walk in the car, and I was in the middle of the jungle, alone. But that is quite interesting. To me, it's challenging, but it's interesting. I believe that the more challenging it is, it sort of push you to the next level. I'm glad that now the engineering education has moved to the level whereby they include all those soft skills in the system. When I was a student, there were 100 of us in a class and only 5 of us girls. It's all very, very technical. We don't have presentation. We didn't have presentation then. To me, I wish that we were given the opportunity to do that when we were young. So these are the areas I think we have developed along the way. It's about soft skills, it's about human relations, which we didn't learn when I was a student. Like I said earlier on, there were 5 of us women in a class of 100. And it was about very mathematical, yeah, all calculation, especially design. I learned that firsthand. And when I worked as an engineer in JKR, the second thing that I learned is that common sense. Everything is about common sense. And communication with your colleagues is really, really important. As a Secretary General, I basically look at the finance, leadership, human resource, right, and the strategic direction. What is every day for me is that I normally start my day with reflection, what I need to do, right? But of course, the night before, I always have something in mind, like this is what I'm going to do for the next day. To me, preparation is important. Then I will have 5-6 meetings in a day, which is kind of normal, because we need to sort out on the strategic direction, we need to look at the financial aspect, we need to look at the all these regulations that we have as a government, because we are dealing with the public funding, yeah, and of course human resources. A lot of things that we do basically is troubleshooting. So we may not be doing all this calculation. At the end of the day, it is the value that we add to people's life. And as an engineer, there is no one solution, right? But that will be the best solution at that particular time. So it's work in progress all the time. So instead of waiting for a perfect solution, one need to move on, right? I remember when I first started to learn how to conduct land survey. We had to carry all the tripods and all that. My classmates, they didn't differentiate me, so I had to bring, and they treat me as if I'm one of them. But number one, we outside should portray that we are capable. Once we portray to them, oh, I'm a woman, I cannot carry this, carry that, I don't think they will respect you for that. So I'm not trying to say that we have to be men to be an engineer. It is gender blood. But you have to be able to send a signal that you are capable. People always compare men and women's leadership in engineering. But I always remember this Rumi's quote. It says, raise your words, not your voice. Raise your words, not your voice. Because it's not the thunder that makes the flowers bloom, it is the rain. So that's one that I like. The other one is, there's one book, Alchemy, where it says, when you want something, everything in this world will work and help you to achieve that. Right? That is something that I believe in. These young engineering students, they are full of energy, full of excitement, and the world is out there for them. To me, they should explore on what they want to do, and they need to understand the role of engineers in this society. We are here to help the society to enhance, improve our life. So the role of engineers is very, very important. So they need to know what they can do to help in improving the quality of life of the citizens, especially in nation building as well.